I always just ram like half a box in my pocket at some point. Which, that's gonna suck. Bipolar weather. That happens sometimes and it's hard to explain. This really big phylogenetic tree on it. Hi guys, welcome back to work. It is about 1 o'clock. We're looking at Tuesday, and it's my second night in a row of 5. We've already done our first rounds. We've gotten a bunch of call lights, done a lot of cleaning. I don't really see fit to film that stuff because it's like, you know, you film it once, you film it 20 times, it's the same thing. I started by thinking this would be a fun thing to film, but it's honestly like the same thing most nights, and so I don't know how long I'll keep putting extensive stuff from work into vlogs. I feel like things are gonna get more exciting when I go to medical school, but for tonight, just answering calls as normal. Nobody's dying or anything, which is really good, and it's also nice for the residents. Things were really good today at home. I moved locations for a sec because somebody popped out of their room and I didn't want to get them on camera because they're technically HIPAA protected. But time's actually going pretty quick. It's like 1 already and I feel like I've been here for like an hour and a half. Go back to memory care until somebody calls and work on my vlog, and I need to look actually and see when I need to have my immunizations done by for med school, because I'd hate to be kicked out of school for not having those done in time. So go look at those and just do the usual. This is kind of random just while I'm sitting here, but I thought I'd do like a what do I carry around with me all night at work. So first I have my phone. It has a cute, so ChatGPT can make like Studio Ghibli versions of pictures that you upload to it. And so this is my wife Daphne and my son Levi. There's a cute picture of them that we took in the kitchen, and it does such a good job. Like the details are crazy. It seriously looks like something out of a super cool, like cute anime movie. But have my phone, that's where I, text my wife good night and stuff, since I'm always here instead of at home. This is the camera protector for the camera that I'm filming on. I have this microphone, the DJI microphone. It's fighting with me. It's really discreet, it's really small. I just keep it clipped to my pocket, or when I'm wearing a hoodie, I'll magnet it right inside the collar of the hoodie. And so it's really nice and nobody really sees it or asks about it. So this is my wallet that goes on the back of my phone, but it has my badge to scan into the doors here. And so I'll stick it in the front pocket of scrubs, and then I can go and just chest bump all of the scanners and it opens the doors, so it's kind of nice. My walkie, standard kind of basic walkie. It's funny though, because half the walkie-talkies here don't work very good, and we always complain that these residents pay so many thousands of dollars to be here, but they don't even pay for new walkies. I think these are literally the same ones that I started with 5 years ago. So they still, do the job, but it just comes through a little crunchy sometimes. This is the MedTech pager phone. It gets all the texts from doctors, from nurses, from family members regarding our residents, and it also gets the call lights that are being pushed throughout the night. There's more of these that the other CNAs use, but this is kind of the main important one for the MedTech specifically, because it actually gets text instead of just pages. The old AirPods. These are probably the one thing, besides my phone obviously, that if I got to work without them, I would genuinely ask my coworker if I could leave to go get them, because at night when you have 3 or 4 hours of just nothing sometimes, it's very imperative that you get AirPods, because man, without those, you're just going insane. Like I literally have an AirPod in right now. Since I have always worn glasses, can't leave home without lens cleaning wipes. I think they're like $5 for 100 of them at Walmart, and they're by far the best that I've found. They're like Zeiss brand lens wipes. There you go. So if you ever need some of those, that's a super good brand, and I've tried like all of them throughout the years. So, and then just a bunch of gloves. I always just ram like half a box in my pocket at some point because it's easier to just like walk around, because otherwise I always get caught forgetting them. That's it. That's what I carry on me. I have my Apple Watch also. I had like the normal Apple Watch series, I think 3 before I upgraded, but it was dying like every single day. Like I'd have to charge it in the morning and sometimes even at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I figured that if I was gonna do these long like shifts and clinical rotations in a couple years, I might as well get one that's actually gonna last the whole time. But yeah, that's what I carry on me. So I'm gonna go back to memory care now before somebody calls so I can actually sit down for a sec. Record an outro, but then literally 3 people called in the last 10 seconds, so that's like so being a CNA. Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 1st. Today I'm going to do work on my research poster presentation. I do work again tonight, and so time is of the essence because I told Daphne that we'd go to some stores today, and I also need to go get a gym membership. So I'm not very excited about it, but I'm gonna start going to the gym after work on my way home before I go to bed, which that's gonna suck. But I got some scrubs in the mail yesterday, and they fit, but like they would have fit a lot better like 6 months ago. And so I was like, that's motivation enough to lose a couple pounds before med school, just because, you know, once you get the cortisol going, and I guess my sleep schedule can't get much worse, but it's gonna be hard to not gain weight. Yeah, so that's that. Anyways, let's go. We're going to my research professor's house. It's husband and wife that are both PhD biology researchers, which is kind of cool that we roped both of them into our project. But we're gonna go to their house, eat some donuts, work on our poster, and I'll see you back here after. I don't think I've ever hit more red lights in my entire life. Like a higher proportion of them. I think I hit every single one. So I'm a little bit late, so I'm just gonna run inside. Okay, we are done working on it for the day. We're almost done with the poster. It's coming along. We just need to put this really big phylogenetic tree on it, but it's hard because, for one thing, that's a lot of information to fit on a poster, but 2, it's like giving us the biggest headache because it won't like insert all of it without making it super grainy. So we're trying to work around that. I'm gonna have to just do what I can tonight at work because I have time, and everybody else is either a professor or or works full-time at the hospital during the day. So this snow, I don't know if you can see, but it is snowing. Let's see. It's snowing like crazy. And it's funny because it hasn't snowed in the last couple weeks, but now that it's literally April 1st, it's snowing. It's like, come on, man. Isn't this supposed to be like spring break week for most people? See, look, and now it stopped. What is this place that I live, you guys? The second you see the phone, huh? Enjoying it. Bipolar weather. Oh. So pretty. Okay guys, we're at work again. It's Tuesday night. Today I finished a lot of the research stuff that I needed to do, so I don't need to do as much tonight. I still haven't figured out how to put that big phylogeny thing on our poster, and so I need to like think around with the technical stuff for that, just because we need to submit that by Friday. So that kind of sucks, but I have plenty of time, so should keep me kind of busy for a little bit until I figure it out. It's like 11:30. Not many call lights left. I just finished all the cleaning and stuff, and then I was in my first call light and I could have sworn that I heard somebody yelling for help in a room, like through the wall. So I went and checked, and like everybody was in bed, and I even checked the wake ones and they said they're fine. So I don't know, that happens sometimes and it's hard to explain. You probably hear like a TV or something and don't realize it. So go back to memory care and sit. My brother's down there. We work like this whole month, Sunday through Thursday night is me, him, and one other person. And so we're going to get to kick it a lot, which is going to be nice, because once we move, I'm not really going to see him hardly at all anymore. So yeah, let's go down there and wait for the next call light, and I'm going to start working on that thing for my research poster, and hopefully my tech savvy self kicks in, because if not, I have no idea what we're going to do. Okay, so we got our first call past midnight, so now I'm gonna go check on everybody. But I was able to actually do a lot of the stuff for that poster, and then I also finished editing my first week vlog, so I'm hopefully gonna post that tonight. And it's kind of a big thing for me, because before that all I did was like little short, almost like concept videos of vlogs, and there's even a lot that I didn't even end up uploading because they kind of sucked, and I was kind of embarrassed that like family members would see them and think I was weird. So but the first one's done. It actually looks really nice, and I am definitely taking a lot of feedback from people that I'm showing it to, and people that are talking to me about it. So hopefully they'll just get better and better. But I'm just going to check on people and go back down to memory care and find something to do with myself, and we'll talk to you soon. You know, I think one of the hardest parts about working at night is that when it's boring, like one of the few interesting things to do is to eat. And so I'm like constantly trying to avoid just cramming my face full of Cheetos. But it's 3 o'clock now. I've gotten to do a lot of stuff on the poster, and I have even gotten to start reading a book, which has been good. Just because I couldn't keep up the like mental wavelength to keep doing research all night, so I moved on to something a little less intense. But I think that's gonna do it for me in this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in a productive day in the life. We got a lot done. We worked 2 shifts, went and did research with professors, continued to work on that research later and got a whole bunch done on that. Edited a vlog, hung out with my son. I mean, it was a whole list. So thank you so much for coming along. I did just post my 60-hour week vlog, so head over and watch that after you finish this video. I put so many hours of work into editing that and even more into filming it. So like, comment on it so that it gets up promoted so more people see it. But until next time, get busy, work hard, scrub in and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.